guys, this is Dylan at Ella's Home and Garden in Longview. I'm coming to you guys today with a special video. We have a special guest here. Jackie Blue is here today from Jackie's Wreath and Things. I'm so excited. Jackie's the one that challenged me to do the mesh wreath a while back, and I was kind of anxious and nervous because I told you guys that I'm just not that great at mesh, and it's not something I'm comfortable with, that I've done a lot, but I'm excited to have the expert here to show me all of her tips, tricks, and techniques to do the perfect mesh wreath. And I have no doubt you're going to show me.
We're going to just have fun.
Yes,
we're going to have fun today. And I'm going to show you some new things, like how to measure.
Y'all are going to love that, okay? Because y'all all bit my head off because I didn't know how to measure. Lord, y'all know I was in Sylvan for years, and so we're going to definitely do that. Hi, Lisa. So, guys, what you'll do is if you put your name down below with where you're watching from, and just let us know where you're coming from today. Any questions or comments that you have, drop those down below. I have the screen here, so Jackie can be here with me to answer all of your questions, and we will go from there. So, hi, Mom. Hi, Teeny.
Hi, everybody. So, and also today we're going to show you, I've been wanting to show everybody this. This is what's called tinsel tie. For those of you that have a hard time getting a good tie on your bows, I'm going to show you how to do that today with the tinsel tie. So that's going to be really fun. They do carry this at Ellis, so don't forget. So we're getting ready to have some fun. We're going to do a ruffle wreath today.
Yes, we're going to learn the correct terms because y'all made stuff up like bow ties last time and all kinds of stuff.
Honey,
Jackie's probably like up there like, oh God. So she's going to show me the correct terms and we're going to go from there.
Honey, I've heard of it.
You have?
Yes. There was a couple of gentlemen and they're friends of mine. I don't know if you've heard of Jessica from Just In Case Craftery. She's hung out with me. They measured tubes by cup sizes.
Oh Lord. Well, I just make it seem like I know what I'm talking about, you know?
Okay, so what I'm going to do to kind of make this go quickly for both of us, since I've got the right tools for the job.
Yeah, she brought her mat over here and everything, guys, so she's going to show us the correct way. And this does come in handy. What's the snack called again?
This is a cutting mat. You can get them, I recommend Hobby Lobby, 40% off coupon. Maybe we can talk them just carrying it here for y'all.
Yes, definitely.
But you can get these at Walmart. This one's a 36-inch. That's all you really, really need. What we're going to do is I'm going to cut them both at the same time just to make it easier. But we're just going to cut 20-inch ruffles. That's really all that you need when you're doing a 15-inch wreath. So when you're designing on a dime, balling on a budget, you just need one roll of the 10-inch mesh with ruffles. But like I said, I'm just going to cut them both at the same time and make it easy.
Hi, Janice, Mary, and May. I hope y'all are having a good morning today.
Plus, this is a new tool to Dylan. We know how to use with sharp things.
Yeah, I'm going to back up because I don't want any injuries or bleeding.
But just make sure that when you do this, because there really is only just enough mesh on here for the wreath, make sure you only cut it 20 inches. So you don't have to measure.
And this is a great way so you don't waste mesh. Because a lot of people do waste, right?
You know, I don't think you can waste mesh, but yes.
Well, like a minute ago we had it in the ceiling, you know. we put it everywhere.
I looked up at the ceiling and I was like, Dylan, did the design make you mad, man?
She's my the water was leaking. I had that mesh up there.
And the other thing I like about this too, because it does literally use the whole roll, you don't have to sit here and count. You can talk.
Oh, okay. Well, guys, also I want to remind everybody that I'm coming to Bossier June 16th, next Saturday. It's a private thing I'm doing, guys. It's a one-time only class. There's 20 spots available, and it is $50 for the class. We're going to be making a white hydrangea wreath. The great thing about that wreath is it can take you all the way through the season from spring now until late summer into fall. It's a $75 value, so you're really getting your money's worth or your bang for your buck, like I always say. And I'm going to show you, the tips and tricks that I use, and I'm going to give you the guidance to make your own wreath. And the great thing about the class is that you're going to walk away from the class with a wreath that you made yourself. And everyone's is going to be a little bit different, which is great because I like everybody to put their creativity into their wreath and just make everything a little bit different. So make sure you sign up for that, guys. What you do is you need to call the Bossier store or go to the Bossier location and sign up, guys, to make sure you reserve your spot today. And we're also going to have a meet and greet that morning from 10 to 12. I know a lot of you guys are viewers and watchers from the Bossier area, so if you are and you've always wanted to come and hang out with us, and we're going to have a blast. And Jan was just here also from California. She's been watching our videos, so shout out to Jan. I hope you have a safe trip back to California. I was telling her I can't do the freaking road trip.
She said her buggy is full.
Oh, Jan said she's watching out there. Don't text and drive, girl, on the buggies. You have a collision on aisle 3. But yeah, she's up here shopping, and so you guys make sure you come out to Bossier and see us and hang out because we love to have a great time. So Jackie's still cutting the mesh, and see, if I was doing this with scissors, guys, I would still be cutting. I'd have carpal tunnel by now. So, you know, her doing this really saves a lot of time, so you definitely should purchase one of these mats. I'm going to get me one. For sure. Hi, Pam Rodder. Hi, Misty, Tina.
If you're doing it by yourself, flip the roll over. That way it won't cup up.
Yeah.
But since and a lot of people can't use my little neat tool, they tried. I used to quilt a lot, so this was just natural for me to use that.
Hi, Nancy and Ann. And guys, any questions or comments that you have about mesh wreath or about, you know, certain techniques that Jackie and I are using today, make sure you comment down below. Let us know. There is no dumb question. I mean, I think I've said everything down that you can say, so don't worry. But we're here to answer those questions, guys, and give you all of the guidance that you guys need.
Nancy's asking about the Shania Twain concert.
Oh my God, guys. Dina, y'all hear that sarcastic in her voice because she's not a fan of Shania Twain, but, you know, we're not even going to go there. But I had a super great time, guys. It was for my birthday. My birthday's not till June 13th, and Jackie's is on the 10th, right? So we're right here close together. No wonder we're so crazy. You know, we got the same birthday. But it was so good, guys. I'm a big fan of Shania Twain. I always have been, and, you know, she took that break when her husband had that affair. Anyway, and so she was back and better than ever, and I screamed and yelled so much that I had to turn around and apologize to the girls behind me because I was dipping and doing it like I say, and they were, I said, I'm so sorry guys, I'm acting a fool, but I love Shania Twain, and they said, don't worry, we're screaming so loud that we didn't even notice. So it was all good, loved her. I'll have to share some photos next time.
This is 20 inches?
Yes, they're just 20-inch ruffles. That's all you need when you're using a 15-inch frame. What I like to do, a lot of people complain about fraying. One of the tricks to making sure that your mesh doesn't fray is how you handle it. So what I do is I go ahead and straighten all my ties out from the beginning.
That is a must. Don't try and use it when they're all kinked up, because I've had a few people try that.
And I lay these in out of the way because I don't want them snagging on my mesh. So I want to make sure that these are in and they're not in my way. Then I'll open these. This will make it the ones that I'm going to use. I'm going to put the bottom row on first. So I'll go around and I'll open these first because that will make it so that I handle the mesh less. I'm not having to fumble around to open the tie, kind of like when you do when you poof, which isn't a big deal. We'll let Dylan catch up.
I'm good, girl.
Then when you ruffle, when you are on the bottom, I'm going to do it with the roll. And you're just going to ruffle it up. And then you're going to place it in your tie.
With the curl going up, right? With the bottom going up like that?
Yes. The reason that you want it going up like that, which I'll show you, let me get one more piece on, I'll show you why I do it that way.
And honest to, oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Honest to God, guys, I did not know how to make the proper mesh wreath using the 10-inch mesh. I've only ever used a 21-inch. So yesterday when Jackie came by and she said, you know, we're going to use 10-inch mesh, I'm going to show you how to do this wreath. I was super excited because this gives me a new insight on how to use this 10-inch mesh and get a great turnout.
So what's going to happen is a lot of people have problems with their mesh laying really good in their ruffles, and it's because they kind of put their ruffles on the wrong way. But what we're going to do is we're going to create a channel through here with your mesh because we're going to intentionally layer it on top of each other so your ribbon will lay right. You're not going to fluff your ruffles up. You're going to, you know, let them lay flat as possible.
And I believe I did these the other day, and I called them bow ties or something, but they're called ruffles. So that's what we're going to go with, guys. From now on, I know the correct terms. Jackie's going to be excited because from now on, she's going to see me do mesh wreaths from time to time, and I'm actually going to know what I'm doing.
Well, we're going to help Dylan fix his real quick.
Oh, Lord, see, that's screwed up.
You want to, you're doing that right layer, make sure that they layer because you're creating a channel for your ribbon.
Okay.
There you go. One thing I like about a ruffle wreath, especially when you are first starting out, it is easier to do this and make a beautiful round wreath right from the start. So if you're struggling and you're just starting out, grab some 10-inch mesh and make some ruffles. Because I bet that when I first started, I probably made about 100 ruffle wreaths before I really got comfortable with doing a poof.
So I have a question. When you're not doing a live and you're just doing a mesh wreath at your house and no one's bothering you, how fast can you get one done?
Usually the reason that I'm not doing a live and doing it by myself is because I'm trying to design something new. I'm trying to come up with new ideas, something fresh for, people to see. So, it might take me 3 hours. The longest it's ever taken me was 11 hours.
Oh my God, I'd be having to stop and have a margarita for.
Robin is asking what the channel is.
I'll show you. Now that I got a few more pieces on, I'll show you what I mean by the channel.
Hi Carla and Debbie, Susan. Again, guys, we're here with Jackie from Jackie's Wreath and Things, guys. Check out her page. She does beautiful work. I'm so honored and excited that she came all the way here from Kentucky, guys, to give me a video have a video with me, guys, and show you all of her techniques that she uses.
I'm going to come around here so that Dina can show y'all a good look at what I'm doing. So I'm going to ruffle this up, and I am intentionally laying my ruffles on top of each other. I'm not going to poof them up or anything, and I'm raking all kinds of mesh off.
Oh, it's fine. It's the air, honey. I got to have the air. I was sweating.
And the reason I'm doing that and laying them on top of each other is because the way these cup over and roll over, it's creating a nice channel that's going to support your ribbon, keep it from sagging into your wreath. And then for the next layer, it's going to keep this layer. If you do it the other way, it pushes up on your other layer, which is going to make your ribbon not lay good. So that's why I do it this way.
And I'll remind everybody, we have a website, ellishomeandgarden.com. Almost all the products we're using today, except for I think one, are available on our website, guys. We have the Pro Bow on there. We have the mesh forms. We have the mesh. We have ribbon. All that stuff can be available at ellishomeandgarden.com. They're great prices. And I did hear there's a shortage of work forms, guys, out there. So make sure you check it out. I think they're $4. You really can't beat those prices.
Christina Lear from Longview, Texas.
Some of us are.
Jackie's all the way from Kentucky. I found out last night. She's probably going to die. Y'all headed out?
We got called to go to work, so we gotta go.
All right. Thanks so much for stopping by. Y'all have a great day.
It's nice to meet
Thank
you.
It's nice to meet both of y'all.
Nice to meet you too.
I'll watch this on the rerun.
Guys, I found out last night while we're doing this that Jackie, she lives in Kentucky and they don't have a Whataburger. I'm still freaking blown by this.
Yeah, there's
I
no
posted on
Whataburger.
Facebook last night and I get this message from Dylan. I made him faint.
Oh, I sent you that GIF.
He's like, what? You don't have Whataburger? I'm like, no.
But you know what she does have? A Firehouse sub. So for anyone out there watching who works at Firehouse, y'all need to get one in Longview because it's really starting to tick me off.
Yeah, that was the first thing I said when he was like, y'all don't have a Whataburger? I was like, yep, but we got a Firehouse sub.
Good Lord. I know, I've drove through places that's really, there's nothing in town and they have a Firehouse sub. What is the deal? I mean, Subway is going down. I don't like Subway.
I think we need to get you out of Texas more often because this was the other thing that shocked him. When I came in here, I was super excited. So for those of you that don't live in Texas or are not aware, the speed limit on a 2-lane here, 70 miles an hour, y'all. That was like guilt-free driving. No.
Or it's slower.
It's slower. It's 55 on a 2-lane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could do that.
Exactly. I'm like, that was
And
like,
how many tickets have you had?
none in a long time.
It's been a week. Okay, a week.
I have a radar detector.
Okay, see, that's work. But they scare me too. I'll be sitting there in the dead quiet and all of a sudden that thing will go off. That'll nearly cause me to go into a ditch. So, Tammy says we don't have a Whataburger, but we do have... Tammy, all y'all with these Firehouse. They said Maryland is 70.
We're in Kentucky.
I asked them where you're from.
I live, and that was something else I was joking with Dylan. He sat there, he thought I was just like, I said, I'm from Western Kentucky, not Eastern Kentucky, but I'm extreme Western Kentucky, 5 miles off the Tennessee state line. Okay, so real quick, we can chat after this while we put the ruffles on. So on the top, we're going to do the direct opposite. We're going to flip, get you some room, we're going to flip our ruffle over.
Okay.
And the reason we're doing that is because we want our ruffle to lay as flat as top on top, flat on top as possible.
I promise you've not been drinking.
I forgot to bring my talking skills with me this morning. Oh, it's just, I'm here next to Dylan and I'm just all flustered.
We're all heated and flustered, honey.
Okay, so we want them to lay as flat as possible. Now, this accomplishes 2 things. 1, for those of you that don't think you can use a raised form for a screen door, this is only 4 inches. Once you put the ruffle on, it's only 4 inches. You have an average of 4 to 6 inches for your wreath to fit between a screen door. So you don't have to run out to someplace and get a flat form. You can use one of your raised forms.
So many people didn't know that you had to flip it over, and I didn't know that either. That's a great trick.
Yep, you flip it over, and then you're going to do the same thing. We're not going to poof these up.
One thing we do similar is I always do the bottom row first, and so many people do the top row first. Do you think it's a must, or you think it's just whatever you want to do?
No, this is a must, because
Okay.
otherwise you're going to snag across this.
Okay.
And then we're going to do the same thing is you're going to intentionally lay each ruffle on top of each other because you want them to lay as flat as possible. Because later on, y'all, it's all about the ribbon.
Heck yeah.
It is all about the ribbon, getting your ribbon to lay right.
So am I doing good right here?
Yes.
Okay. Hadn't screwed up yet, so we're doing good.
Barb, Whataburger is a hamburger place.
Oh my gosh, someone else doesn't know.
She's from Louisville, Kentucky.
Thank you. Thank you, my Kentucky sister.
Hi Deborah, hi Donna.
See, I knew what Whataburger was, okay? Because I have lots of friends that are military and they post from it from time to time.
Okay, so while we talk about this, let's talk about food then. Y'all have Slotchkies?
No, but I know what a Schlotzsky's is.
Ah.
There were Schlotzsky's in Nashville because I
Really?
used to
Yes,
eat there.
thank you. I was like, where did I eat there? Swear. Because I've done so much traveling.
Yeah. So what's y'all's best Mexican food place where you live?
It was El Chico's and
Oh, and then it blew over something?
yeah.
All of them are just going downhill. And it's really not the best food, guys. But, I mean, I love El Chico's because I've ate there since I was a kid. But you can't beat their guacamole they make.
What was their big burrito that they had?
Burrito con
The
queso?
Tex-Mex.
I don't think I've had that one. Is it good?
Oh, it was.
I like burrito con queso. That's my favorite.
That's what it was. Burrito con
Okay.
queso.
Mhm.
Yes, love that.
Linda, she cut the mesh into 20.
20 inches.
And guys, make sure you share your photos. So send us a direct message with your photos of your designs and your wreaths and your creations because we love to see what you take from the videos and the guidance that we give you. And I've not yet to see a bad picture.
Hi, Diana.
You know, it is actually strange because normally when I travel, something weird usually happens along the way, and I see.
Girl, let's not get bad karma over here. This whole ceiling fan will come out and cut my neck.
Yeah, that's right. We got to go to Shreveport tonight. Sorry.
Yes. Oh, Jesus.
And I usually see something along the way, but I did see something that was weird that I'd never seen before. Okay?
What?
Because this doesn't happen. Okay, this especially doesn't happen in Illinois. It doesn't happen in Kentucky. It sure doesn't happen in Tennessee. But it happened in Arkansas.
Mm-hmm.
So you know when you go to a construction show and everybody's supposed to be merging to whatever
Yes.
lane, in Arkansas they just got over in that lane and we were rolling right along. I was like,
You're not used to that, are you?
no.
Usually a traffic jam, usually.
Yeah, I know. And around, do they hand out tickets around here for people that travel in left lane?
No. But people around here, I don't know if this in Kentucky, but if there's a drop of rain on the ground or it sprinkles, no one knows how to drive. And They all
Really?
have wrecks, they all fall off the road, they all jam out because they can't drive.
Okay,
Isn't
we
that
don't-
true? Yeah, she's like, it's true.
We don't have that problem, but
I think we could drive better in a thunderstorm than we could a sprinkle.
just because I'm not with you. I know, Jessica, it's your fault. It's your fault. Whatever I can blame on you, I'm going to.
Yeah, me and Jackie are having dinner tonight with Terry Marshall. I'm super excited.
Yes.
I hadn't seen her name come up yet. But Terry, if you are watching, I missed your
Hey,
name.
shorty.
Hey, girl.
Hello, Linda. How are you today? Linda, I'm getting ready to show you a cool trick today. That's something else that I've been working really hard on is knowing that a lot of people out there have arthritic hands and really want to make wreaths. I've been trying to work really, really hard on techniques that they don't have to grip things as hard and things like that. So that's something I've been working on lately.
Well, that just goes to show you that measuring really helps because look, we've used all this mesh and
We need another roll. It came up short.
oh crap, we never gonna get one.
Oh wait, maybe you were faster than me.
Yeah, I got.
You're done?
Uh-huh.
Oh, then I only got 2 left.
This is what I've got so far. Better than I've ever done on mesh. So look, here we go.
See, that's just proof that Dylan's able to multitask better than me.
Oh, I have born to multitask. I'm the only one that can go through a drive-through, order a movie ticket, and call the AT&T at the same time.
No, wait a minute. I can do that.
I try not to do that because that is rude to the cashier. But I was telling her about Dairy Queen. You know, she does have original Dairy Queen in Kentucky, and I was telling her I have a rule about Dairy Queen. You just cannot go there and look at the fingernails, because you know I've had a meth addict before and the window, and drove through to get my tacos, and she had the nastiest fingernails. So my whole thing with Dairy Queen is you drive through, you look straight ahead, you never turn your head, you just hold your hand out the window to get your food and move along.
By the way, I have a question. When I came into Texas, their sign says, "Welcome to Texas. Drive safe and friendly." The Texas, what is the Texas one?
Texas is the friendly state. That's one of our mottos.
I'm looking at the wrong person. It's not too friendly. I've had some experiences.
Robin is asking, you have any tips for a person that has one working arm and hand? I'm doing this, but I would welcome your tips and tricks.
So actually, let me see if I can do that. I think I can. I think that you can actually, if you manipulate, let me see if I can do it. Manipulate your ties open, and then you can do your ruffle. You would just need to get a mesh roller, like I've got, to be able to cut your mesh. I think you'd be able to do a ruffle wreath no problem as long as you open up your ties, because then you'd be able to take it one hand and ruffle it.
There you go. Hi, Ellen and Judy, Jessica, Debbie. Again, guys, let me pin our website too, so you have this down below. You can find all the products that we're using on our website, guys, for purchase, so make sure you check that out. And also, make sure you post any questions or comments that you have down below, guys. Okay. Oh, Kelly says she loves your shirt, Jackie.
Thank you.
Oh, there's Terry.
There's Terry.
Hi, Terry.
Hi, Terry.
We're excited to have dinner with you tonight. I was asking Jackie earlier if she knew what we were going to eat yet. I told her no seafood. But, you know, anywhere besides that, we're good.
Dylan and I both kind of agree on no seafood.
Oh, so you don't eat seafood at all either?
No.
Okay. I can't. It's a phobia, guys. I'm telling y'all. The texture, the look, the taste.
It's the smell.
Yeah. I can't.
The smell gets me. I
I can't even go on a Red
can't do
Lobster
it.
unless they have biscuits on the table.
Okay, so for those of you that cringed last week watching Dylan cut ribbon.
Which was everyone. except for Dina and I, because we thought, oh, we're doing good.
Okay, and I got to tell y'all something. For him eyeballing it, I personally looked at the wreath that's hanging up, and he did really good.
Well, see, that's a great compliment. Thank you so much. But I looked at it up close, and I was like, Because then I see Jackie's, and they're super good.
Okay, so what we're going to do is, what I typically use is 4 ribbons, because I like to alternate my ribbons to make it more fun and stuff. And so there's 18 ties, so we're going to cut 9 of each. We're going to let Dylan cut this. And this is the spool holder for the Pro Bow. If you don't have one, we're going to cut them 14 inches.
And she showed me this yesterday, guys, because she said, I want to show you a trick. And we do have the Pro Bow available on our website, guys, for purchase. So check that out. You go to Shop by Department, and it's under Floral Miscellaneous. It comes with the spool holder and the dowels, and so this really comes in handy.
Now, I will tell you something that I did with mine. I hot glued these in.
Okay, to keep it on there.
Yeah, so the spool will never come out, because I found that they would come out when I was making bows and moving my ribbon, and it was pretty frustrating. So, yeah, those got glued in.
And how much easier was that, Dina, than me the other day when I was cutting all those things? I had them around my ankles and everything. So you dovetail all of your tails always?
Yeah. A lot of ribbon, if you don't, and some people are like, well, why do you dovetail it? Well, number 1, it's decorative. Number 2, it prevents people from getting a hold of it, and it just frames.
That's true. I never
It's
thought about that.
fabric. If you take fabric and you don't cut it on an angle and you give it, it's going to fray.
Okay. Hi, Nancy.
How would you put mesh in a grapevine wreath?
You would use a pipe cleaner,
That's
wire.
You can probably use this stuff too, right? Or is it too thick, thing?
Huh?
You think this is too thick for
You
grapevine?
well, no, you can use that. Terry uses the tinsel. This is what Terry uses to tie some of her bows too.
Okay. And that's usually how I've done it in the past, guys, is I've used mesh on a grapevine wreath. And that's how I've always kind of done it my way. But now, since I have all of these new techniques, I'm definitely going to be more comfortable and confident when I go and do a mesh wreath.
Could you use zip ties?
No.
Everybody is loving a zip tie, child. That is for tying out the fence outside. But a lot of people ask me about zip ties.
I mean, I don't. The only time I use zip ties is if it's a
Something heavy, maybe.
floral pick or sometimes the Christmas things that have those long heads, the long stakes that you can't cut the pickup part off.
Yeah.
I'll use it to secure it. But that's really it.
Hi, Ashley. Guys, just for a second while she's cutting the ribbon, if you're just joining us, I just want to give everybody a little update of what we're doing. I have Jackie here from Jackie's Recent Things, guys. This is the lady who challenged me to do the mesh wreath, and she's here in person. I'm so excited. And we're doing mesh wreaths today, guys. So any questions or comments that you have, now's the time to answer them while we have the expert here. And she is going to answer all of them for you on the video. And don't forget, we have a website, guys, Ella's Home and Garden. The products that we're using today are available, so they're accessible to you for purchase. And we're having a good time.
In all fairness, that's not all I challenged you to do.
What else did you challenge? Oh, the hat.
The Kentucky Derby
You should have
hat.
brought yours. We could have worn them both.
I thought about that.
It's in the classroom in there. You have to see it up first and see what you think.
I saw it.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah. It looks really good,
Would
y'all.
you still use 20-inch mesh for a 14-inch frame?
Yes. Until you get down to it, you can get down to a 10-inch, and you can still use 20 inches or 15. Because a 10-inch mesh is quite a bit smaller, but 20-inch would really fill it out. It'd be like doing a 30-inch ruffle on a 15-inch frame if you use 20 inches.
You're getting a lot of compliments on your hair.
Oh,
I
thank
told her
y'all.
earlier when she walked in, because she had her hair up yesterday, and I was like, oh my God, your hair looks so good. And she
Yeah.
did that for me.
I did. I was like, I gotta look good standing next to Dylan. He thought I was
Just the old bag over here, whatever.
He told me, he goes, girl, goodbye. He goes, I walk around t-shirt and shorts all day. I said, yeah, but you make that look good. This
And I
takes
always
effort.
you heard about those times. These have shrunk a little bit, you know, but I went to Kohl's and got me some shorts one time, and I had like capris on. Because I had to go up a size to a
I know, I
36.
saw that.
Shout out. But anyway, all we 36s are sticking together. But one of these days, I'm going to get back down to a 34.
Well, the women's definition of the capris, I had to roll up.
But yeah, speaking of the Shania Twain concert, Jesus Take the Wheel, I didn't even know if you saw this. I posted a picture of me and my family, me, my mom, Josh, and Morgan, my sister. And I was half asleep when I did it. You know, we didn't get home until 2 in the morning, and I did it like at 7 the next morning. All of a sudden, my sister texts me, and she's like, WTF, and I'm like, what happened? And she was like, go look at your picture. My whole stomach was hanging out. So, you know, that make sure you're awake when you look at the pictures. But I'm sitting there, guys, on the bench, and my whole stomach, my fat roll, is hanging out in the picture. And at least it's tan, though. You know, tan fat is better than white fat, I guess. But it was not a good look. But you know what? I just left it up there. But I'm going to put a hashtag that says, yes, I know my stomach's hanging out. So always go back and double check what you are doing. Because it's not, I can't believe you didn't notice that.
No.
Oh, yes, the whole stomach was hanging out.
No, I'm not drunk texting my fingers on
No, I was not drunk. I was just coming off my Tylenol PM. And, you know, sometimes you're a little,
same thing.
sometimes you get a little bit confused. But, oh, my God. Only me would post that on there, guys. Lord.
I can't even roll my ribbon.
Hi, Kimberly. Donna, we're having a good time here, girl. We're doing mesh wreaths. So if you got any questions, go ahead and leave those down below.
How many different ribbons are you using?
4. They're 14 inches long, 9 of each. Because we're going to put 2 in each tie. And everybody's like, Jackie, where's your box? It's at home. They think I saved the ribbon tails, but I don't.
Oh, you don't? Those are here.
Well,
You're using confetti.
yeah, I should. My design area is on carpet. So you know when you cut, you get those little wires, those little bitty wires. So I clip them off into a little 99-cent shoe box and then dump them in the garbage so they're not going all over the place.
Yeah.
So people was like, "What are you saving the clips for?" I'm not.
Carla said there went her sweet tea. Shorty, I do not need a drink, girl. We are doing good. It's only 10:30 in the morning. Do what?
Guy,
What'd I say?
girl.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't need a drink this early because there's no telling what me and Jackie would be doing.
Oh my gosh, have you seen the
I'd be
newest?
crawling on this table for y'all.
Asking about her.
Oh, Morticia, honey, she's back here. Let me show y'all her real quick. Let her make her appearance. Hopefully, don't want to have anybody pop out. Oh, you know, we don't want any girls coming out today. But yes, this is Morticia, guys. She's like our celebrity here in the Ellis Clubhouse, or whatever we want to call this, the classroom. But Jackie said last night that she got a disturbing phone call from LaDonna at Papacita's, and she was very upset because I haven't talked to her in a while. But you guys, I've just moved on to Morticia.
LaDonna was very jealous.
But she's gonna make an appearance. And probably people think I'm weird because I'm talking to this mannequin, but whatever. You know, to each his own. And if never mind, I'm gonna go there. Hi, Angela.
Now, is it safe to give you sharp scissors?
Yeah, I'm not cut myself yet, but the other day I did slam it. Look at that blood in there. Slammed it in the pick machine.
Okay, well, let's not do that.
Oh, in the pick machine, I forgot that. I'll have to go get it in a second. Oh, these are real sharp, guys.
Yeah, those are titanium.
Okay, so now if I'm doing this right, how many times are we going around?
9.
Now you made this look easier than I'm doing.
Well, I'm sitting there. Well, okay.
General.
Watch out. Stick your finger.
Mm-hmm.
Just be careful. Sometimes these are sharp inside. Just stick your finger and let it roll.
Okay.
Stick your finger and let it roll, baby.
Yeah.
Let it roll.
Yeah. How many times have we gone around now? I didn't forgot. 3. Okay. Girl, you still made that look. Ooh. Need some hot glue.
And that's 9.
Okay, so we just cut it where? Like right here? I was talking. I'm sorry when you're doing that.
I cut them right there. Just like right there on the end.
Dylan uses the floor as trash, so it would be just fine.
Hey, Leah. Hello, Kathy.
So we take this off.
Yep.
Okay.
Mabel, no, we don't sell the mannequins.
These are sharp. I need some of these scissors. Probably not a good idea.
Josh is asking, have y'all stayed at any hotels in Arlington?
Josh? My Josh?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean?
Huh?
Have we stayed in our hotels in Arlington? I don't know.
He's asking, have y'all stayed at any hotels in Arlington?
I don't think so. This is a Wreath video, Josh. What are you talking about? Hotels in Arlington?
I thought he was asking me if I had. I was
Yeah,
like,
I don't think so. I don't know. Why? Let us know why.
inquiring minds want to know. Wait,
Yeah.
he inquired. Now we're just sitting here
I
going.
want to know why.
Jan just got out to the truck with my purchase, 10 big bags full. Thought my husband was going to pass out.
I'm so excited. Jan came all the way here from California, guys. She's traveling back from North Carolina on her way home. And I'm talking, let me see real quick how many I got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, wait. You got 5, and you got 10. Back up. You're good.
Okay.
You probably one too many if you got 5 back here.
See what happens, guys? He was just talking about how I can multitask. Well, that went down the drain.
Well, you'll learn. 9 always ends up on that side.
Okay.
What do you think about hot gluing stuff to your deco mesh wreaths or
I was going to ask you
grapevine?
about that.
Okay,
Pros
here's
and cons, and the cons I really understand because of the wreath hanger and the sun is going to heat it up.
Okay, well, as far as grapevine goes, make sure you get a really good hot glue. Keep in mind, too, on a grapevine, you're sticking things in to something that's really porous, so it gives it something to hold on to. So that's why it's okay to do it on a grapevine. But as far as mesh, you can melt the mesh. It's going to sag. I mean, you're talking about, this isn't going to hold anything. And I've seen people, they don't realize, they glue it on while their wreath is laying down. And, I mean, it's going to look good. Then they stand it up and it just sags down. Plus, you have no clue. If you ship wreaths or anything like that, you have no clue where this is going to end up, what the temperature is. And I don't care if the temperature goes dramatically up, dramatically down. The chemical compound of the glue changes. And there's nothing on both sides for the glue to adhere to. So,
Four legs, right? I'll get this in a minute, y'all.
you'll get it. No, you need to do one more lap. One more. That's it.
Okay, stop it
Right
right,
there.
here.
Now, as far as, that's why I'm like anti-hot glue on mesh. Now, grapevines and evergreens, it works really well because it's something porous. There's more for the glue to hold on to.
I've tried the whole hot glue on mesh. It didn't work out well for me.
No.
I had to talk about sagging. Okay.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Hi, Kayla. Okay, the next one is that. There's enough on
Jan,
here,
y'all
you
have a
think?
safe trip home.
No.
Oh, sorry.
Do what?
I was telling Jan to have a safe trip home.
I was asking her earlier if she's ever seen these celebrities. She said she's met a couple, but she couldn't remember the names.
That was a memorable experience.
This thing is sharp, girl. I have to do it a different way. They were supposed to check.
Finally.
Yeah.
But you were focused.
It only took 5
You
times,
were
y'all.
focused that
Yes.
time.
And my Dell's came out. Okay.
Now you know why I hot glue them in.
Yep, that'll work out good. Did you ever cut yourself really bad with scissors?
No.
Hi, Susan. How are you? I hope you're having a good morning. Hi, Jace. Hi, Linda.
You realize standing here with you before I said no, I said a prayer. Please don't let me cut
Susan's
myself.
watching.
Yes, hey, Susan.
I think my comments come in a little after yours do.
Yeah, mine are a little delayed over here.
I thought these were a little delayed on here.
Oh, they might be. I don't know. One of them's delayed for sure.
Is it better than cutting by hand, Dylan?
Yeah, so much better, guys, because I was just eyeballing that stuff, and thankfully it turned out okay, but I'm sure it could go really wrong. And I'm sure Jackie has seen really wrong. But thankfully mine wasn't too bad.
No, you did good.
She'd text me and be like, oh God, Dylan. Could delete that video. So what do you got planned all day? Anything?
Nothing. Have to do some.
Too bad I have to work. I'll take you around and show you all the super sights in Longview. Like Whataburger. And that's about it.
Yep, saw that on the way to my hotel room last night.
Ask her how she slept, guys, and she said it was okay, but the air wasn't that great. Don't you hate when you go to a hotel and the air don't work? Well, it works, but not like you were at home.
No.
I keep my house with 66.
How would you tie a stuffed animal to a mesh wreath?
Y'all, that had to have been somebody from my group. That had to have
Do
been.
you hate animals?
No.
Hate stuffed animals?
Esteban Juarez?
Okay, so my group cringes every time I bring the ice pick out.
We ain't got one today, dude.
I almost
This
brought
ain't
it.
Halloween story, okay?
I almost brought it with me, but normally, on a stuffed animal, if you will find the seam on a stuffed animal, and you can. What I do is I poke a hole in it, and then I use my ice pick. That's what I have my ice pick for. Anybody that's in my group is just they're dying right now. Like, I can't believe I'm making her talk about this. And then I'll poke a hole in it, and then I'll run the pipe cleaner through, and then twist it up. And you don't have to worry about it ripping. I've never had any problem. Ask the Cheshire Cat.
Josh has a tattoo of that on his back.
Huh?
The Cheshire Cat.
Carrie says, I knew the ice pick training was coming out.
If she'd have come in with an ice pick, now that'd have been a video, guys. I'd be like, girl, we ain't doing that kind of video today, okay?
Oh my god.
It's a mesh wreath.
Well, I mean, see if I had my ice pick instead of using the pick machine to put those in there, we'd run the pipe cleaners that way.
Oh my god.
Jan says, Jennifer Aniston, Lady Gaga, George Clooney, Drew Carey, Michael Douglas. Those were the stars she's met.
Ooh, I love George Clooney. It seems like as he gets older, he gets better looking, don't you think?
Yes. Yes.
Some people go through with age. I hope I will. If not, there's always Botox.
Leah
Well-
says you violate them.
Yes. I will tell you. I can't tell you right now, but I will remind me to tell you the Cheshire Cat story.
Okay.
And
Cat's
Wayne
gonna have to be
Brady.
unboxed when you get done. Do what?
And Wayne Brady.
Wayne Brady. That sounds familiar. Who is that?
Let's Make a Deal. It
Okay,
was
yeah,
on
yeah.
Drew Carey thing.
Sometimes I can't put their face with them. Okay, I'm finally done cutting the ribbon. We're now in 2030, but we're done. Okay, so now, what did I miss? Where are we going from here? I get one of each?
So, whichever one you want to do on yours, doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
However you want to put yours together. They don't have to be matchy-matchy.
Okay.
But what I do, and it's pretty, I just fold mine over, And you don't even have to crease them. I take my finger and I just hook it in there, and that's my pinch.
Okay.
And then I place it in my tie. And no, I do not untie my ties.
Do people do that? You seen it happen?
Yes.
Oh.
You wouldn't believe how many times I've been asked that. They're like, don't you untie your ties? No. Look how much tie there is.
Yeah.
And then I just separate them out. And this is that channel. Let me spin it around so Dina can zoom up and show y'all what I mean by that channel that I had created for my ribbon to lay nicely. See how nicely it layers around? And my ruffle's not interfering.
Did I do that right?
Yes.
Okay. And so what about the red? Are you alternating as you go?
I alternate them.
Okay.
Oh, anyway, the Cheshire Cat.
Yes.
Let me put it to you like this.
Mhm.
When I was done with Cheshire, it has sex change operation.
Oh Lord. Yeah, honey, that can go bad for sure. We've seen them.
It was, no, it went well, just not for Cheshire Cat.
It's painful for him.
Yes. Yes.
So here, tell me some do not do's on mesh. Something that you hate when you see it done. Are you one of those people if you see the ribbon like this, you hate it?
Do not do's on, don't buy cheap mesh and complain about it fraying because that's exactly what it's going to
Because it's
do.
frayed before you even open it.
Yeah. Do not do's. Wow, there's a lot to list that I have seen.
Because sometimes, people ask me the wrong and the right ways to do things, and, I'm not educated enough on mesh to tell them, but I know you have been there, experienced it, and you know what looks good and what don't.
I don't think there, and this is what I tell people. I don't think there's a wrong way, and I don't think there's a right way. You've got to find what works best for you in order to eventually call yourself a designer.
Mm-hmm.
But I can give you the best practices that I've used that work well for me, and that's what I tell people. This is what works for me.
Mm-hmm.
This is how I do it. I don't say this is a rule, because I don't think there are any rules.
Yeah.
Just a few. Just a few. If you want your, it's, to me, it's all in the materials, too.
Gloria says, how can you tell what is good and bad till after you open it? Sometimes if you see mesh enough, like I have and Jackie has, you can just look at it in the package and see if the roll's this big around, then it's probably
thin.
not good.
It's thin.
What size ribbon?
This is 1.5 inch, and this is, what, 2.5?
2.5.
2.5 inch.
Now, normally what I do, and this is actually turning out really well, but normally I don't use two 2.5s together, but this is turning out just fine on this wreath, so.
You usually do how many ribbon selections on one wreath?
I do 4,
Okay.
and I do two 2.5s and two 1.5s.
Okay.
Lisa says you need a t-shirt that says bad mesh will make you cuss.
Yeah.
Oh, I was working on, did you see the hot air balloon that I made by any chance? Okay, so.
Is that recently?
Yes.
I didn't see it.
This
probably work.
hot air balloon, it ended up, by the time I put the basket in it, the form alone was like 4 feet.
Mm-hmm.
I hadn't even put the basket on. And the ties kept breaking.
Mm-hmm.
And I was teaching my class and ties kept breaking, and I really try to be a lady.
Just like me every time I do something.
when I'm teaching, my mouth tore loose, and I was like, "Oh, I really just said that like nobody was watching." I felt horrible.
I know sometimes I forget I'm on here, guys, and I go back and I'm like, did I say anything bad? She gives me that look like, and I want to go back and watch that.
It was like the 5th tie that had broke, and I had the mesh in my hand, and I was trying. And it was like the 5th one.
So that's a good point to bring up. If your mesh ties break, do you just put on a new one with like that stuff right there?
Yeah, I just use a pipe cleaner. I grab a pipe cleaner and replace
okay.
it.
Is this wreath indoor, outdoor?
Yes. That's another thing. A lot of people will always ask
I'm glad you brought that
about
up.
spraying their wreaths and spraying the wreaths and spraying the wreath. Well, let's be realistic about something, okay? People spend $1,000 on lawn furniture and have to replace it because the sun, the wind, the rain is going to beat it up. There's nothing you can do. So I'm just sitting there and I'm like, you're trying to save a wreath. And I'm sitting there looking at my patio furniture going, I want to save my patio furniture. So they're like, well, you can put a cover over patio furniture. And I assure you, as quick as we're doing everything, changing styles and different things on, you're going to want to buy a new one anyway. It gives you an excuse when it wears out to tell your husband, I got to go see Dylan.
Yep.
Just
Or
saying.
Jackie, guys.
Just saying. Let the thing wear out. Women, we need an excuse to shop.
Sometimes good things need to go to bed, okay? I mean, after you've had that Wreath on your door for 2 years, I don't care if it's faded or not, we need to change it.
Well, and a lot of people...
Speaking from the person who doesn't have a Wreath on their door.
I don't have one on my door either.
Yeah, don't judge us, but you know, we do this all the time, so when we get home, we just want to sleep and watch TV and drink wine.
I've got wreaths hanging all around me. Why do I need one on my front door?
Well, why don't you hang one on your door?
Well, I can tell you what, don't hang one on my door. I've got double doors. That's double door.
Double.
Yeah.
And I've always wanted double doors one day, but that does mean double everything.
Yeah. And they're really long glass ones that have the blinds, so it takes it would take a 36-inch swag and just double the work. Oh, everybody's probably like, how are you getting your ribbon over to lay? Okay.
Oh yeah, am I doing it wrong? Let's go. I'm gonna look over here for a second.
Okay. So to get your ribbon to lay right, there is a trick to it. A lot of people always ask me. What you want to do, crinkle your ribbon in and squish it. And then you're going to put it in your tie. Make sure you tie it in good. Always check to make sure that your pinch is good. If your pinch is good, you're going to lay out straight right from the beginning. If it's not, you need to redo it. Then take your fingers on the underneath of your ribbon up close to the tie. See how it's bubbled in this way? I'm going to unbubble it. I'm going to, well, it was caved in, and now I'm going to bring it up the other way. See the difference now? And then I'm going to pull it apart. And then I'm going to round my ribbon up. Keep in mind, I treat my ribbon like Dylan treats his flowers. You want it to look alive. This is the floral of your wreath is your ribbon. This is your color everything. So I want it to look alive and off the wreath.
So I fixed mine, so that's what this looks like?
Yes.
Okay.
So I just round mine up, and that's how I get the nice shape to mine.
T says sing it, let it go.
Oh, I can't be singing. Singing, this says not American Idol. I sang an F-Teeny at the Shania Twain concert. I'm surprised I was on horse the next day.
I was actually surprised you had your voice. I was expecting you to be all
Josh,
raspy.
I see Josh is watching again. Ask him. Morgan and my mom just kept looking over like this, and Morgan's feet were hurting. And she was like, and me and Josh were over there like just doing the most. Anyway, I don't care. I love Shania Twain. I didn't know none of them people in there. So, you know, they didn't know who I was.
Morgan's feet were hurting.
Yeah, she took the boots off. And
I was like, girl,
there.
I saw those shoes, okay? Did you think you were going to sit down the whole time?
Well, you know, we had seats, but every time a song came on, I sat down on her new songs. But like on the old ones, and when Man I Feel Like a Woman came on, I was done. And I was telling Dina I was kind of upset because, not upset, I'm really thankful. My mom got me a t-shirt, you know, $40 overpriced t-shirt because I had to have it. It's got my girl on it. Next video, I'll wear it. But she came back and she said, I've got some bad news. And I said, what? And she says the t-shirt that said, let's go girls, they were sold out of it. And I was so upset because that's the one I wanted. But mine has Shania's face on it and all the tour dates on the back. So I will bring that next time and show you guys.
Do you always use wired ribbon?
Yes. Look, if you don't use wired ribbon, it's going to look like the dead flowers that we got for Mother's Day.
Yes.
Okay?
Tracy, this video will be available later. You can go back and replay it as many times as you like.
Hi, Tracy. That's my mom's name. I see everybody spells theirs differently. I don't see any two Tracys on here that are the same. So guys, how are we doing so far? If you like what you see, go ahead and give us a thumbs up down below and let us know. And what you'll do is you'll share this video for me. What that does is it invites friends in to see our videos, guys, and more people into our Ellis family here. And we love to interact and meet with new people on here.
Jen says $248 later. I'm a happy person for shopping. Love Ellis.
Hi, babe. There's my husband.
Oh, hi, Greg. How are you?
She's going to send management a letter saying how much she enjoyed meeting us.
Oh, well,
Oh, thank you.
Dan.
Hey Jan, by the way, $248. You didn't spend enough. Come back.
Okay, and guys, if you're not able to be here with us in person, which we're so sad about, make sure you check us out on our website at ellishomeandgarden.com, because we do have these products available on there for purchase, so you guys can make and create your own wreath. And make sure you share your photos when you're done, because we love to see the final product.
Jessica says call me when you're done so she can give you the budget.
Oh, the shopping budget. Yes, ma'am.
Now, we're on a budget for a lot of things, but when we go shopping, there's no budget, realistically. Ain't that right?
Well, no. No.
If you see it and you gotta have it, you gotta have it. That's all we can do. Greg said, we're doing good. Doing well. Jackie's doing good. No, I think mine's turning out good too. Can you go to the machine now?
You tilt that up so everybody can see it.
A budget, who's got time for that?
My husband's cringing while y'all are sitting there saying that. He's like,
looking at the
Lord.
checking account like, oh God, any minute.
He's like, oh my
Okay, so let's
God.
hold our reset and compare and see what we've got. So everyone can see. We on the same page?
And you still ended up cutting more trim.
Y'all, I never said I couldn't. I told you, I still been. Okay, let me go get a pick machine, guys, because we're going to use that to attach the hat. I'll be right back.
I immediately walked in and I saw these. I was like, Dylan, you've got to put these on your website because I love them. Then they're flat. They're perfect to go on a wreath. I was like, why aren't these on the website? This is where I would normally get my ice pick out and use my ice pick. But we're going to use the pick machine. Same effect.
Jessica's telling Dylan to watch his head if he goes shopping with you.
Well, he's supposed to take me, he's going to help me pick out greenery. So I'm going to get some greenery before I go. Yeah, guilt-free driving for the first time in my life. You travel more than... you travel more than Dylan does, so you know exactly what I was talking about. When I was 70 miles an hour, I was like, hey. I was like, because I have a radar detector, I was like, I could turn that thing off and jam my radio, and I was rolling down the road. Because when I turned on the 2-lane, because it went from 75, so when I turned on the 2-lane, I was like, boo. I thought it was going to drop down to 55, and it said 70. I was like, eh. And I was rolling. Happy woman.
Did you come down Texarkana?
Wait a minute, Jessica's the one that drops things on my head. Why does he need the helmet with me?
Who needs the helmet? We ain't got there yet. Okay.
So, every time Jessica and I go shopping, somebody gets something dropped on their head. We have not figured out how this happens, but it does. I went to Walmart one time, and I was just looking at the flowers, and they literally, because Jessica's over here, and I'm looking at the ones down here, they popped off the top shelf and just come cascading all over my head. I was like,
Well, if we go anywhere where there's heavy objects around, like those pottery up there, we ain't walking down the aisle together, okay?
How do you hide the ties?
what do you mean?
Pam's asking, how do you hide the ties?
Honey, this is a work form. It comes with the ties on it. So it's already got ties on it. There's 8 on top, 10 on bottom. It's a 15-inch work form.
So when you're done, though, do you leave them up like that? The ties?
No, it depends. Obviously with a wreath like this, because it's red, white, and blue, I'm going to try and hide them.
Okay.
So that's what I'm going to do with those. Okay, so we need pipe cleaners. 4 of them.
Right here.
Lisa Ellis sells the hats. Dylan's going to talk about maybe getting them put on the website.
Yeah, guys, as soon as Jackie saw those, she says, you need to put it on the website because this would be a great item to put in the mesh wreath. And we do have some other 4th of July decorations, some florals on there, guys, some ribbon selection, so make sure you check that out. And we also have the Pro Bow on there as well.
And we actually need the hot glue gun. I forgot.
Oh, the hot glue gun? We'll have to let it warm up for a second. Let it go for just a second.
Okay, so we need picks on each of these
Okay.
in the folded over spot.
I can do that.
Good luck with that.
Yvonne, we are in Longview, Texas.
So if people don't have a pick machine, what's the alternative for this?
The ice pick.
Every time she says that, I cringe. Oh my god.
Honey, that's because you stabbed your eye
I'm never
out.
gonna look at ice pick
That's
and
why I
same
didn't bring
again.
my ice pick with me because I was
Yeah.
like, oh my god.
She showed up to the hotel at the front desk with her ice pick on the table. I'm here to check in. They've been giving her a free rate. Lord.
Okay, so what we're gonna do with these, because this is styrofoam. Okay, we're gonna just stab them into the back of the hat.
Right at the bottom. Okay.
And then we're gonna put one at the top. And then we're just gonna use a little hot glue to keep them from backing out.
Okay. Perfect.
Now I would do the same thing with the ice pick, run my pipe cleaner. Now with the ice pick,
Ice pick would really be quick though.
yeah, that's what I'm saying, because with the ice pick, I would just jab a hole into the hat. I'd put one like right here
Yeah.
at an angle, and then put the pipe cleaner in, and then one right here at an angle, put the pipe cleaner in.
And I'm anxious, guys, to watch her how she secures this stuff into the wreath, because we were talking about sagging a minute ago, and it's really been difficult for me and the designers here to get certain objects in wreaths. And you know, the heavier, I'm sure, the more trouble you have securing them in there. But sometimes people want all kinds of stuff on there. They want that fan over there on there, and sometimes it's hard to put on there.
The heavy stuff is, and that's what the ruffle technique is really good for, is the heavy stuff. Because if you put a poof on there, anything that's heavy is just really going to sink down in the wreath. Then you're having to design around these poofs, and it's kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of like if you have long hair and it just blows in front of your face, what did you do your makeup for?
Yeah.
So the ruffle's perfect for that, and then I'll show you how I attach things. I put leverage on the items. That's what makes them float and keeps them from sinking down into the wreath.
Because one time I put mine on there and it was going up like this.
Neil.
Oh, hey Neil, how are you? And help me judge my glue gun. It's been very held back.
Honey, I'm on like my 10th glue gun.
One time I had
I never
sparks shoot
even
out
use them
mine.
that much.
You ever had that happen?
No.
See, I'm always, if there's a fire or there's a way to like tear something up, I've definitely done it. Hi Margie and Judith.
You know what? We can make the bows while we're waiting for that to heat up.
Okay.
I don't know. What's this thing?
And guys, we're using the Probo of the Hand. It's an item that's available on our website at ellishomeandgarden.com, so make sure you check that out. Again, we've got lots of great products on there, not just patriotic for this particular wreath and creation that we're doing today, but we have other items on there as well, such as florals that I use, lots of the greenery, lots of the ribbon selection, and we're working very hard to get all of our new ribbon that's coming in daily. Jackie's dying to see it, even though it's about boxed up back there. We've got a great Christmas selection coming in, and I know all of the designers and wreath makers love to get that Christmas ribbon, because I asked her yesterday, when does she start making Christmas wreaths, and she said the middle of next month. So I know it's going to come up quick for us. Some people from the outside looking in says, oh my God, I can't believe you're already starting that, but it takes a while, doesn't it?
I mean, it takes a while, and you have to be ready for when people are ready to buy. If I have one wreath when people are ready to buy, they're going to go shop somewhere else. You have to be ready.
Got to be ready. And we spent all summer here at Ellis doing
Neil
Christmas.
says howdy.
Oh, hey, hey.
Okay.
Hi, Michelle.
Phil Exchange says we've already started Christmas.
Yeah, you got to start early.
I shop for Christmas all year round. When I find something I like, I buy it, which I already told you about that.
Yes, we don't want to go there.
So.
But I'm all about a sale, and Jackie found a good sale. I'm gonna find me one too, but I really don't need any more stuff. I've got
I don't
stuff
think you'll
everywhere.
find one like that, but okay.
Okay.
I just had to
We've
rub
got to be
the salt.
optimistic, okay?
I had to rub the salt
Optimistic.
in that
yes,
one.
my eyes
Okay.
are stinging, everything.
Okay, but I mean, fair enough. That's for your Whataburger remark.
She said she had to get rid of the lettuce though, y'all. She don't want no lettuce on there.
Oh, it made such a mess.
And you don't have to get it with lettuce. You can tell them to keep the lettuce off.
It'll all be in her lap.
I didn't. Okay, it was my first time eating there. How am I supposed to know that they're gonna put lettuce in the bag?
Yeah.
Then on the burger.
I was in the bag too.
It was all over the place.
One time I went to this fry place, I'll never go there again. They had seasoned fries, and I watched them do this. I was waiting for my to-go order. They put the fries in the bag, and they took all the rest of them and dumped them in the bag, and all that seasoning was all over everything. I looked like I had Cheetos all over me when I got home.
There's an end somewhere. Okay. So normally, if I'm cutting my own, I am going to cut it the length of the board. So if you're cutting your own wire, that's about how long I cut it, just the length of the board. And I think Dylan's got some pre-cut ones. And if you measure it, I like mine a little bit longer. So that's why I buy my wire. Whoa, I'm gonna whip somebody with it. It's like getting hung on everything. I'm not used to it. Anyway, scissors. All right. So we're gonna make a terry bow. So this is what I wanted to kind of show y'all today. For those of you that have a hard time getting a hold of the wire, this is the new model. I almost messed up.
Well, y'all, do not kill me, okay? Do not kill me. But I've done the terry bow a couple times, so I'm actually going to watch her because it's been a minute since I've done it, so I want to make sure that I
No, wait, it's on the right row.
do it correctly.
I have an old pro bow.
Classic, girl.
Catherine
I do.
says, I bought a penguin that was 18 inches bigger than I thought. What size work form should I use?
I mean, there's no should have. It depends on how you place it in the wreath. There's no. That's like saying there's rules to this. If it's 18 inches, it has to go on a. It doesn't. Okay, so I'm going to use this to start. The reason I'm going to use this is because I'm not going to use this for my guide wire. This is going to be my finishing wire, and I'm going to wrap this really tight. This is going to be easier. This is called tinsel wire, tinsel tie, whatever. This is going to be easier to get a hold of. So when you go to finish your bow. So those people that have a hard time getting a grip on their wire, that's why I'm using this. I've had a lot of people say, I just can't get a hold of the wire to make it tight enough so their loops slip, things like that. So that's what we're going to use that to start with. And then we'll just use this one for our guide wire. So you're just going to take your loops. And what I do, and also see how it doesn't slide as much as the wire does.
Mm-hmm.
So, most of the time the wire slides, and a lot of people have a problem with that. I don't know if you can see that. It's not sliding
No, it's secure.
like the wire normally does. So even if you're making a regular bow, most of the time I have to hold my thumb here to do the start, so you won't even have to do that with that. And so then you just start your pinch and twist down. And now we are going to use the smaller wire just for our guide wire, if I can get a hold of it. And this is 26 gauge. Some people prefer 24. I don't like all that bulk in my bow because it just makes it harder for me to tie it. And then some people do their ties different. I just go ahead and clip mine right up here by the pegs because that's where I know I want my ribbons to lay when I'm done.
Leah McIntosh is asking how long does it take to approve wholesale apps?
We don't do wholesale right now, Leah. We're not going to offer that right now, but if we do decide to do that, I'll make sure I let you guys know. I think we had a couple questions about that, so that's something we might offer later, but we just haven't done it yet. And for all of you guys who've never heard of the Pro Bow of the Hand, it's really great. And one thing I love about it is, unlike a regular bow, you can actually walk off and leave in the middle of the bow and continue, versus if you're holding it in your hand.
Anthony Bourdain committed suicide. I just came across your
Oh, I
video.
know. Did you not?
Yeah.
Who is that? I don't know who it is. He's a chef, right?
Yes.
I knew that about him, but I didn't know much. That's 2 suicides in 1 week. Kate Spade
Yeah.
committed suicide too. That's crazy.
So while I'm doing this, you want to catch us up on your shows this week?
What do you watch? Let me ask you that.
I am like I don't know why, I'm like a diehard SVU fan, and I like CSI, and...
I love the CSI that's not on anymore, the Las Vegas.
Yes.
That's my favorite. They're not on anymore. I love them. What else do you watch? Or do you just stick to those?
I watch mostly comedy. Well, I mean, because when I'm working, it's just background noise, so I don't feel like I'm sitting in the room alone, so I don't get fixated on it, but it's mostly background noise for me, but...
I'm really... hi, Abby. I really have... Everything's kind of on break right now, so let me think what I watched this week. I watch all the Housewives. I'm a big fan. That's why I asked if Jan had met any celebrities that she's been to. Sir or Pump, those are Lisa Vanderpump's restaurants, and she says she actually has been to them, and they're very good. So I can't wait to try that if I ever get down to LA. And I always wanted to go to. Y'all ever watch Ellen and they scare the crap out of her producer with that haunted house? I'm that person. I'm terrified when it comes to that stuff, whether it's haunted houses or people scare me. Here at Ellis, they always try and scare me. gone
we
to
have
the
got to do a haunted house this year.
they've
Dylan.
gone to the extreme of putting like zombies in the bathroom, and they put them in the closet. And it's been a while since I've been in there, but I went back in, and that thing scared me out again. Okay, but it was crazy. So, but we didn't do a haunted house because Dina said she's going to go with me, but she has no idea that she's not gonna be able to handle me. I will be running out. One time, I told y'all they chased me with the chainsaw all the way down the blacktop road, and I'm too big to be running that fast. I can't do it.
I went to a haunted house one time with my ex-brother-in-law, and some clown or something, and he's not a scaredy cat. He's not like you, you know, he's not scared of his shadow.
That was a read, okay, in case y'all wondering. Yeah.
But he's not scared of his shadow or anything like that. Also, this guy popped out from behind him, and he went, PAM!
Yeah, I can't. One time I fell down on a whole bunch of people. It was just tragic. Hey, Lori.
Did you fall down on a bunch of people or run them over on your way
No,
out?
we were like here, and there was a door, and the slat in the door came down, and I flew back, and everybody behind me flew back too.
Does using the tinsel help keep the wire from breaking?
Yeah, this isn't going to break like wire does when you go to finish your bow.
They give you a good grip.
It's going to give you a good grip. A lot of people have a hard time. Their hardest thing is when they're actually finishing their bow, tying it down, is they can't get a good grip on the wire to tighten it down. So then when they're tightening it down, their loops are loose. So
do you guys have any like specialty stores in Kentucky that sell like Christmas decorations, or y'all just have like a Hobby Lobby and that's it?
we have a place that's called Trees and Trends. So that's where they have mostly the high-end Raz products.
Trees and Trends. I think I've seen them on YouTube. Don't they have a YouTube channel?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Do you ever make wreaths with 10, 20-inch work form?
I'm going to make wreaths with all kinds of work forms. There isn't a work form I haven't used.
You use garland a lot of the time?
Huh?
Do you like to use work garland a lot of the time?
No, I don't.
No. I don't like it because it falls off the table, one thing. I have to like tuck it under the table. It's just not my favorite.
Well, I found a better way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I did a tutorial. No, I did a tutorial on it. So that's one thing I'm teaching my class this month. And it's just so much easier. I don't like the garland forms because they twist.
Mm-hmm.
They like twist the whole time. But I saw that the ones that y'all have are the best ones I've seen because they're really nicely packaged.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like they would just accordion out and make it easier because most ones I've seen packaged, you're spending the first like 30 minutes just trying to get the thing straight and find a
that would drive me
upside
nuts.
to it. Yeah. So now I did notice that about the garland forms that y'all have here. They look really nice.
Deb Miller says Jackie needs to take me to Trees and Trends.
Hi, Deb. How are you?
May says I worked in a haunted house years ago. It was a hoot. May, of course it was, because you were scaring people. But for people like me, I was traumatized. But I really don't get scared easily besides stuff like that. I mean, I don't know. Do you believe in mediums?
No, I wear an extra large.
Oh my God. That was a good one. I might have to borrow that. Anyway, let me borrow and rent that for a while.
I believe in them.
Yes.
I believe one day I can fit in them again.
Me too, girl. But when you put them on, it just don't work. That's what happens to me. But I love Teresa Caputo. You ever talking about shows a minute ago?
Yes.
Do you think she's believable? I do.
I do, because she just... And of course, I'm just like, I don't know what's happened to people these days, but they're like, it's on the internet, it's true, like nothing could ever be edited.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I don't know, but it's like you walk up to this random stranger, that's like you can walk up to somebody and start talking, but then she just starts talking about, I get this sense that, wait, your dad.
Mm-hmm.
You used to, and you're like...
And it's always dead on. And did you hear that story I told one time about she went to this guy and his wife had died, and she said... you know, when your wife passed away giving birth, she reached over and she kissed your daughter, and he took the girl's headband off, and she had a freaking birthmark on her head.
Yes!
That's where I blacked out. I was like, am I seeing this right? I've only had one glass of wine, so I need to make sure. Okay?
Need maybe one more glass.
Lydia said you are rocking it, Jackie. Give me some more vinegar in here.
I think I want more of this one. Just
That's
because...
out there after this one. We're going to need more vinegar, aren't we?
No, that's okay.
That one. Why did you finish it though? We're getting that for me.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. So, have you seen the newest craze? And you need to get one of these because you can probably sell it for bank. Probably need to get like 5 of them because by the time you're done with Christmas, you can just sell them. And then they'll be multi-glittered. Glittered caskets.
No, I have not seen that, but I want one for me. I don't plan on croaking anytime soon, but I'm gonna have to pre-order. I've not seen that.
Why would you have to pre-order? Just get one, put it underneath your work area here
Oh
for
my
after
God, a
Christmas,
casket.
and then it'll be red and lime
Yeah.
green and white. You just spray that thing down with a little adhesive at the beginning of the
Uh-huh.
day, work away, and you'll be all
Oh
glittered
my
up.
God. I never thought about a glitter casket, but I do need one. I told everybody when I die, I don't want it to be sad. I want a big celebration. I want Christmas trees on each side of my casket, even in March, and the hymns playing. Also, you ever get on the Facebook Marketplace? One time we saw this casket on there. Someone had made into a grill, a charcoal grill, and they were selling it for like $50. And then also one time
What
somebody.
is that, a casket and cremation at the same time?
I guess 2-for-1 special. No wonder it's $50. Okay, but also we found one, and it was like they said a casket for sale, and it had a stain on the pillow, and they were like, no one's ever been in it. No, they told. So I messaged the guy because y'all, I'm crazy like this. I messaged the guy, and I'm like, hello. I want to know. I want to know what's going on with this casket, and he says, well, we only put a body in there to pose, to like display it, and then we took it out.
A body?
Yeah, it's like for a funeral home. He like put it in there to display it. What do you do with that after? Throw it in the woods?
I would have had to message, did you mean mannequin?
No, he said body. Well, there was a stain on the pillow. I don't want any used caskets. I'm so sorry. Hi, Nick. Hi, Lori. That's just not for me. Look, Kimberly, she's dead. She's got the skulls.
Nancy says, I hope we get some video of the road show. Have a great time.
Who said that?
Nancy.
Oh, hey, Nancy. Hey, Katie. How are
Is
you?
Regina here?
She's not here yet.
Somebody needs to get Regina. I'm going to
Yes.
give y'all, till
Yeah.
I get this bow off, you need to get Regina because she's about ready to see something nobody's ever seen before. Somebody needs to get her. Terry, get Regina. Okay, so while I'm finishing this off, somebody needs to get Regina.
Do I need to get some more room while you tie that?
No, you've got plenty.
Okay.
Okay, so like I said, this is so much easier to get a hold of. Always make sure, and what I tell people, always make sure that your ribbon, that your wire is off your peg. I have accidentally left a little bit on my peg before, especially when you're doing the dairy boat. But this is so much easier to get a hold of because you can wrap it and not feel like you're going to cut your hand in half if you need to pull on it. Watch. See how much easier that is? And it just really cinches your bow up, and then you have that straight line. So
That's
like I said,
perfect.
for those of you that have a really hard time getting a hold of a wire, just get you some tinsel wire. They have it here at Ellis. I told Dylan to get it on the website. Hopefully they'll get it on the website for y'all to purchase. Another thing
Go ahead.
to get your bow off easier, take your center peg out.
That is a good idea. I've never done that.
I couldn't believe Regina didn't show you that because that's how she used to
She
teach.
could have, but girl, we were laughing and talking so much. I have no idea. Let's see. Someone said they don't do caskets on consignments. And also, Terry said her mother used a dead woman's dentures.
Yes.
Oh, Lord.
By the way, y'all check this out. This is something you never see with me. My ribbon's usually pinned up and neat.
While she's doing that, I want to try to get this done over here.
Okay.
Where's that stuff
Did
at?
somebody get Regina?
I haven't seen her yet.
Well, good thing this will be available for replay. Look, Regina, I'm using the fluff box.
Replay.
Okay? She gives me grief because I fluff them on the wreath.
Oh, really?
Leah
Yeah.
says, oh, snap.
I'm doing this just for Regina. To show her I can. Look, I can use the fluff box.
Could you attach a football to a mesh wreath?
I can attach anything to a mesh wreath. You just have to, be careful and not smush it. Because obviously, if a football, air is gonna come out of it because you got to put holes in it to make sure it's good and secure. But I've attached basketballs
Oh.
to wreaths before.
Well, I only have not. Okay. I've tried and I've had fails. But Jackie's got that ice pick and she's ready to go to town.
Sandra, it's not a pot cleaner. What, the tinsel?
Are you done
What
with
is it called?
It's called a tinsel tie,
the rope?
tinsel rope. Hopefully, they'll be able to get that on the website, so y'all will be able to get that. 'Cause like I
Terry
said, that is.
says Regina was calling while she was watching.
Oh.
Give Jackie a nice pick and she'll make anything work.
Heck yeah.
You know what? You can't knock me for having an ice pick because that means I know how to mix drinks too.
Hey, I love a drink.
I'm just saying, you know.
Love a drink.
Actually, I have the Ninja blender for that. Okay, did Regina faint yet?
Leah says, pretty sure hell just froze over.
Pretty sure it did. Pretty sure it did. Because Leah's got 2 fluff boxes, I think. And when I went and visited her, I wouldn't even use a fluff box.
Ooh, cheddars is an ugly word.
Yes, it is. Show me how to do this one more time, please. It's been a minute. Once I get this on here, how do I do the second piece?
Okay, so you forgot to come around with your other tie, but that's okay.
Oh, Lord.
That's okay. So you go ahead.
Oh, the one at the beginning. Yeah, I did.
Yep. So you go ahead and you make your dovetail first.
Mm-hmm.
Every time. And then I measure, because I don't want my tails any longer. Then I pinch it down. One way to make sure that your pinch is good is if your ribbon lays out straight. And then I tie that in my wire. And you're going to make sure that's in the center of your peg if it's not going well. That's the bad thing about satin ribbon. Sometimes it slides too much. And then you tuck your tail out of the way. Start your loop. Back your wire. And then what I do, because I don't like my tails to be longer than my loops, I just take that up there and then I put my dovetail. That's
Okay.
how I do it.
Cool, cool.
Okay, did Regina see this?
I still haven't seen her.
Okay.
It might be on here. We just can't see your name. Sometimes it doesn't.
she missed it. Somebody make sure that she watches the replay. Because there was people in doubt that I could do that. See, I have an Ultimate because I made a bunch of carbos. And because the Ultimate weighs so much, I put an eye hook in the middle of my Ultimate.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, this is like smaller than the carbo for. Now that we got the hot glue gun heated up, I'm gonna set my bow to the side. And I am going to grab the hot glue on our hats. Even though we trust you with the hot glue gun.
Yes, I'm pretty good with the glue gun. I've had a few accidents. So I told you I waxed my legs one time.
Oh my gosh, I about died. Telling us. Oh my gosh.
For real, though.
Because I was sympathizing with you at the same time too.
Yeah.
So I put the hot glue on here, and that's just to make sure the pick doesn't back out. The pick has teeth on it that's going to bite into the styrofoam. But are you hiding another glue stick? Oh, well, I thought this was
Got
just
magic in here.
Well, I thought that was a garbage
Got
stick.
a screwdriver in there. Kind of works like an ice pick.
Not the same effect. It doesn't quite have the
Yeah.
effect to it. You know, the Rocky Horror Show effect to it.
Guys, don't forget all these products. If you're just joining us, we're here in Longview, Texas location. I'm here with Jackie and from Jackie's Wreath and Things, and we are doing a mesh wreath. And all of these products that we're using today are available for purchase on our website at ellishomeandgarden.com, along with the Probo too.
Where are y'all going for lunch?
I don't know wherever Jackie wants to go.
I don't know.
Somebody was asking.
Why? I don't know.
We're not going to Whataburger.
No.
We're going to try something new.
Yeah, Dylan can take me wherever there's good food, and if it's in the state of Kentucky, I'm gonna tell him find someplace else.
You could take a Pizza King.
Yeah, I could. You like pizza?
I'm white-blooded American.
Well, some people don't. I'm just saying.
How could you not like pizza?
Some people don't.
How?
It's my favorite.
I thought Mexican was.
No, I mean it is. Mexican is, but I love pizza. It's my second favorite. Pizza and beer.
Okay, so it's Mexican and margaritas, pizza and beer. So
Anything with alcohol.
Oh, okay.
Olive Garden and wine.
I can't do the wine because I get too tipsy on the wine. I went for lunch one time and we didn't come home till dinner.
Okay, so I always attach whatever my goodie is before I put my bow on and before I start putting the finishing touches. There's even times like if my goodie is bigger than, I'm going to put it on before I put my ribbon so I don't have to go back and fix that. That's the whole point. I've seen a lot of people, they'll put this on last and then they're having to push their ribbon. No, you're designing around your goodie. And that's why I always put it on and then do my design around it.
We got a salt grass, what, about 6 months ago?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of saltgrass. Did you want that?
Somebody just said something about salt grass.
I do love Roadhouse, Texas Roadhouse.
Terry says we will have pizza tonight, so maybe do pizza.
Okay.
We will have Mexican tonight, so maybe do pizza.
Okay.
Terry, I have a feeling where you're going to take us, and Jackie's going to love it. If we have margaritas there, she's going to be done.
Honey, I'm not a lightweight in a lot of ways.
You haven't had this place.
In a lot of ways.
Well,
Superior. You ever had a margaritas? I had one time near the Climate sign across the street.
I am going to.
I was a representative for State Farm.
or the butcher shop. Somebody says butcher shop.
Yeah, it's hamburgers. I haven't been there in like a hot minute. I think she liked Juicy's better, you think?
I don't know.
You realize that everything y'all just said sounded like a good mafia movie.
Oh, yeah?
Take it to the butcher shop. Somebody get Juicy to finish it off.
It does now that you said like that.
I'm sitting there and I'm listening to y'all banter back and forth, and I'm like... By the way, so I was sitting there last night, you know, kind of minding my own business, checking out what's going on Facebook, and there's this video that comes scrolling across there, and it's got a Texas registration on it, and there's this snake crawling out of the hood of the vehicle.
Oh, I saw that.
By the way, and this thought occurred to me about halfway here. Mm-hmm. I was like, I hate snakes. What the hell am I thinking?
I know, I can't.
I'm going to the home of the Diamondback Rattle. I seriously almost did a U-turn. I was like, okay, Dylan hates snakes. He lives in Texas.
I cannot do snakes.
We can run and scream like two little girls together if we see one.
Copperheads, water moccasins.
We got copperheads, water moccasins, stuff like that.
Did you tell a story on your video one time that you had a snake at your house outside or coming to your door or something?
Yes.
No,
yes.
ma'am.
Yes. Oh, honey, I've been bit by one.
A snake?
Yes.
How'd that even happen? Do I want to know?
So I was outside weed eating, okay? There's a point in time in which I draw the line about being a good wife. Okay? I'm trying to be a good wife.
That's where I would give up, weed eating.
Yeah. So it was a push behind weed eater. It was, you know, it looked like a push behind weed eater. And I'm sitting there and I think I was minding my own business. I had my headphones on, la-di-da-di-da, and I'm weed eating the fence line. So I'm just minding my own business. Next thing I know, I felt this flap on my leg. And I can only assume that I probably stepped back on it because I was minding my own business. I'm facing this direction, not this direction back here.
Yeah.
And so I jumped real quick and I saw what it was. So I took the weed eater and I jumped and I put it between me and the snake. And I'm sitting there and it's just like, I'm like, just go on, just go on. Because I have these nightmares about it like whipping around the thing and flying back at me.
Yeah.
And, you know, so okay, people know about these dreams. They've had them too. I'm not the only one that's had these dreams. Because I have people ask me, why don't you run it over? Why didn't you chop its head off? I'm like, okay, no. And it sits there, Dylan, and I'm sitting there going, like, just go on, just go on. And it won't go on. It just rears up and looks at me and goes, oh, you want some more? You want some more? I'm like, no, I don't. I don't want any more. Done. So, yeah, I've been traumatized by snakes.
All right.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, so I'm going to show y'all how I attach things, and it's actually, you know, pretty neat. I'm going to flip this over. Now, I already slid my pipe cleaner. You're going to go straight down through the mesh with your pipe cleaners.
Onto the ring or just through the mesh?
Yeah, around the ring.
Okay.
Wreath is asking, did you like her snake video the other day?
Oh my gosh. I don't know how she did it. I don't know how she did it, but it looked like she was this close to the snake videoing.
No.
No. Okay, so I'm gonna twist it one time so it doesn't flop forward while I'm flipping it over. And you'll get used to doing this once you get used to it. And then I'll put it around the center one and I'll twist it a couple times to secure it. Look, Dylan goes, Pat!
Good thing it wasn't glass.
Down, Wreath, down! Do what I say. Bad, Wreath.
It's getting aggressive sometimes. It's just stuff.
Okay, so, and then to put the leverage on it, keep it from moving, I go up to the outer ring, and I'm going to tie it again.
We've used all 3 rings just about.
Yep, you're going to use all 3 rings, and the reason is, and I showed people this the other day, let me grab your pipe cleaner. So this is what ends up happening if you don't go up to that other ring. This is round, and if you secure it one time, people wonder why it moves. That's why it moves. If you go up here to the next one, it can't swing anymore. So that's what's going to create the leverage to keep your sign, whatever, from moving. And then you're going to go up here, do the same thing again.
Are you going to put any Jackie bows on the wreath?
Yes. I will do the Jackie bows. And I told Dylan before I leave, I want to show him the Chateau bow.
Yeah.
Because it's a larger bow.
Jan says thanks for the help with Pro Bow.
My pleasure.
Guys, don't forget, if you live in the Shreveport area, the Louisiana area, make sure you come by and visit me on my roadshow, guys. I'm coming to the Bossier store, Bossier location, June 16th, next Saturday. I'm doing a class, guys, on how to do a hydrangea wreath. There's only, I think, 10 spots available that are left. So make sure you call the Bossier store, reserve your spot, or go there in person, because I would love to meet each and every one of you and have a blast, because Dina's going to be there as well. We're going to do a little Facebook Live also, so everybody gets to see how much fun we're having, and I hope to see you there. Hi, May. Hi, Dennis. And guys, if you do me a favor and share this video, what that does, again, it just gets this out. It gets more people interested in these wreaths, and I love to meet and interact with new people each and every week.
I never know if it's Dennis or Connie.
I know, right? When it said that. Where are we securing our bow? Over here on the left?
You can put it wherever you want it. That's just where I like to do it. I like mine to be
It
up.
already looks freaking good.
I like mine to be up in or down at an angle. I see so many people do things like left to right, up and down, and they don't realize they're making somebody's eyes make a cross out of the wreath instead of a circle.
Yeah.
So if somebody asked me about the do's and don'ts, that's one of them.
As you said, it's always Connie.
Always Connie. Blake says y'all need to open a store in Baton Rouge.
Rouge, we got a lot of people watching from there. If I have a question, it's probably down, but who knows? Do you always do your wreaths laying down, or do you ever put them up straight, like on a board?
I'll put them up on a board sometimes, not that often. And I guess that's because I've been doing this for so long, and plus I've got a bad back, so it's kind of really hard for me to stand for a long time.
Yeah.
But the very large ones that I do, and I do some pretty large ones, I will put those up.
Yeah.
Grapevines, of course, I'll put those up, but mostly just the larger ones. There we go.
All right, perfect. So is this it? Oh, we're not done yet, guys.
No, you asked me to show you how I make the big full wreaths. Where did the other rollers go?
Right here.
There we go. Okay, so I kind of want to break up some of the pattern monotony. That's just me. I think that you can get too many patterns, and I'm going to break it up just a little bit so that to me the hat will stand out.
Here's your scissors.
I got a pair that had your name on it. So I'm just going to add a couple of bows. And this is where you can add ornaments, things like that, and just, you know, really have fun with it. But I'm just gonna...
So is this, at this point in your wreath, is this where you would add any florals that you wanted to, like we were showing you earlier? Okay.
Yep.
So if you guys see the glitter picks and sprays and stuff, this is where you would add those. And we do have a great selection of those on our website as well as in store. And those would be great to really, you know, make the wreath pop and have some fun.
Now you can do this with flex tube. That's the mesh stuff out there. That's what I'm going to do with that this Christmas.
Okay.
Is add these little things to it.
So you don't cut your ribbon here, or you are?
Not yet. Not until I get down here to this tie, because I'm just adding some personality to it, is what I like to call it. Just a little bit of flair.
I like that. It looks good. While you add that, I'm going to get you some more of this red ribbon to do it at the same time.
And your page is Jackie's Wreaths and Things? About who asked. I can't get it to go back. There it goes. Kaylee? Callie?
Yep, I'm Jackie's Wreaths and Things. And I am in Kentucky.
I was between Clarksville and Dover a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I hit a deer in Dover. So you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. There's no cell phone signal.
No.
No. If you hit a deer, you're going to have to knock on somebody's door. If your vehicle is down and out, you're going to have to knock on somebody's door. You're not going to have a choice because there's no cell phone signal. And, you know, I don't know if people are used to it. By the way, so when I got here yesterday, Dylan's like, y'all should see him. He really gets into his work. Or he went crawling through cobwebs.
Always, you got to search high and low, girl, for the best stuff.
Huh?
You got to go high and low for the best stuff.
He had the glue spiders all over him, bless his heart. I was like, man, he really does work hard at this. He makes it look easy, y'all, but he works hard at it.
How many rolls of ribbon should you plan on using? I know the 4 patterns, but should I buy 2 of each pattern or more?
What I tell people usually, because normally in a terry bow I put 6 different ribbons. But overall, out of the 4 initial colors, a 10-yard roll is going to take just less than half of a roll. So,
Are you staying in
did it
Texas
right.
this week until the conference?
no. No, I'm going back Sunday. Sunday's my birthday. My husband said, hey, could you come spend your birthday with me? I was like, yeah, okay, since you're going to ask.
I'll think about it.
About how much would this wreath cost?
I have no idea.
With this product, guys, probably, I really don't know. I don't want to give you an unrealistic figure. So what we do is when we get done and I'll add all this up, guys, I'll put the price on there so that you guys know. So when you get down here, like on the bottom section where this hat is kind of covered the top ring, you just do the same thing on the bottom.
See, normally I'll add flex tube and things to the bottom, really make it look full. Don't ever use spirals because they'll push your top
that?
layer up. Spirals is something you can make out of 10-inch mesh also.
Oh, the ones that go like this, okay.
Yeah. Don't ever let anybody talk you into making a full one of those.
I've tried before and it turned out to be as big as this table.
Yeah.
Yes. My computer's about to die.
How long are you making the streamers?
I just eyeball it. This is like the only thing I don't measure ever.
Oh, look, something I can do, guys.
Look.
Eyeballing, there we go.
So if I had ornaments or something like that, I'd probably place one here, here, and here to kind of finish it off. But I really like the way it looks because I really want the hat to stand out.
That turned out really pretty.
So I don't want to overwhelm it with anything else. Because Dylan showed me the amazing floral picks that they had, and they didn't have anything that was small enough. They were really big, amazing floral picks. They were just awesome. I was like, no, since we don't have anything smaller, I'll be okay.
Is this the dragonfly bow you do?
Yes. So a lot of people ask me, and I just named it. It's just a 2-loop bow, and I mean I know that, but then I can turn it into a dragonfly if I do a 4-loop. So when people ask me, I'm like, if you ask me dragonfly, then I'll know what you're talking about.
Okay, do you think I have enough on there?
Yes.
All right, guys. Here we well, here we go. My computer crashed. I can close this. So what do you guys think? If you like what you see so far, go ahead and give us a thumbs up, guys. Let us know what you think and how we did. And again, I keep reiterating this, and I know you're probably sick of it, but I just want to make sure everybody knows who's just joining us. And that's why I repeat myself a lot of times, is because people come in at the end and they don't really know what's going on. But we do have these products available on our website, ellishomeandgarden.com, so check that out, as well as in store. And we hope to see you guys in store too. All right, are we good?
Nope, gotta do one more thing so Regina knows I did it. She told me to give you a hug
Oh.
for her. There you go,
Yes,
Regina.
thank
There's
you.
your hug.
Regina, I miss you. I wish you could be here too, and I wish you could be at dinner tonight. We're gonna have a good time with Terry, and now that I know we're having Mexican food, I'm gonna be just, oh my God, I can't wait. Jackie's gonna see me throw down.
It's not gonna be the end of the world. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for coming.
I've had a good time. I
Me
can't
too.
wait till tonight and tomorrow night. We're gonna have fun.
We're gonna have so much fun. Hopefully Josh can be back in time tomorrow. He's got to work tonight, but hopefully he's back in time. And he can actually meet Jackie, come to dinner, because everyone always says, is anyone going to meet Josh? And he's always doing something, but hopefully he can be there tomorrow night. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, Jackie, for coming all the way here to meet me and spend time with me and to do this demonstration. I really appreciate it. And I now know how to do a proper mesh wreath as far as this kind, and so Jackie's going to be seeing all kinds. She's going to be at her house clapping and so proud. So I hope to do her proud. But thank you all for watching today. I hope everyone has a great afternoon. And make sure, again, you check us out on our website and check us out on our Facebook page for any updates on any content and material that we're going to put out. And about the road show, guys. I'm going to be going June 16th, next Saturday, doing the hydrangea, the white hydrangea wreath. It's something that's timeless. That can take you all the way through the year. And, you know, you actually get to leave that class with something that you made and has your own creative touch on there. So make sure you check that out. I would love to see you there. And any questions or comments, go ahead and drop those down below. I'm sure Jackie's going to go back through also when she has time, and she's going to go back along with me, and we'll answer any questions that you have if you missed the live video. All right, guys, have a good day. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye, guys.